If I play Larry or Reek in the playoffs, it got to be in the NFC Championship game.
If I win this game, who I gotta play?
What you mean? Well, how did the trade shit work? Oh, yeah. So basically, Calico win. Everybody like in the AFC that's on that side get a superstar.
Taco, don't think it's sweet over here, boy. If I win this game, you better watch out.
Hey, Calico. Hey, Calico. Reek not in here to make shit gay. Reek not in here to make shit gay. But if you play Darius in this playoffs, you got to give him the old fashioned bend to him over your knee ass whooping.
Hey,
You gotta
hey,
be
it
like,
don't matter
did
about that.
I tell your bitch ass you wasn't gonna win shit?
Get ready to
You
watch this
bet
game,
not
yo.
lose.
If y'all not in a game, watch this game,
You bet not lose.
bro. I love the playoffs, bro, cause like I like the extra little XP you get and stuff for still
That
playing.
nigga real, bro. Like quit our game and said, man, kick me out the league. I ain't making the playoffs anyway.
That's just sad, bro.
God damn.
Oh, oh, my bad, bro. Let me turn it off. Advanced settings, audio sharing. Yeah, I did it. I, I just did it just now. I didn't know I had the share party audio on. Yeah, so we coming out. We coming out with the all white. We coming out with the all white. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna turn my voice off too, though.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 125. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Winston, and Diggs has it. First catch of this wild card game. For a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Watch the call. Watch the call. Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Jameis to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Elliott a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the pass.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to Meredith. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Check. Watch
Now Gordon on first down. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got this. Hey, crunch.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Jackson now. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bengals' 36-yard line.
Let's go now. Get the flag. Here we go.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
57 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Winston. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Lockett, 68 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson down, operating from the gun. Able to get this to Gordon. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In your face.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
I know he ain't got it. Trump. 57's Mike. Mike 57. 3 buzz.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, and he finds Safarian Jenkins. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watch the flag.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Begin. Come on. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Watch the run.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Gets it to Gordon.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Jim, set up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Hey, check. 3 down. Echo. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. On deck, punt.
From the 38, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to get him for a loss of about 3.
got you. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready. White 25. Check 53. Get that quarterback. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Watch twitch.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
58, right over there.
Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 43. Go get him.
Oh, good move. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
Johnson running right. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. And Diggs has it. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Tim Patrick, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And that will write a finish to this ball game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.